Good morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday, July 9th, and today we will cover the trades for YieldMax funds, TSLY, Coney, Nvidia, MSTY, Simsy, and Palantir. I assume you can hear me. We are live, so if you would like to confirm the audio. Oh, thank you, Ripping Silk. You win the prize for confirming the audio. You win nothing, but congratulations. And yeah, let's just get to it. Oh, yeah, by the way, we are live on Wednesday, which is declaration date. So I'll hang around until 6:55 a.m. and I'll announce what they're going to pay, which will be announced on globalnewswire.com. And I assume the people in the live chat will, of course, let me know when it's available. And then we'll see what Group A is paying. We'll go through it. And then we'll call it a day and we'll go to work because that's what we do. We go to work until we don't. Anyway, let's get to it. So who had trades yesterday? Well, lots of people, right? It's in alphabetical order. Biggie, of course. BRKC or Berksy. Chippity Doodah, of course, they had trades. Distro, GDXY, blah, 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 blah. We only care about MSTY, though, right? Let's go to MSTY. What did they do? Oh, they did enough to keep me busy after a late baseball night right before the tornado came, right? So what did they do? Buy call, sell put, sell call, buy to close. They did a whole bunch of stuff, right? So they're closing some calls. They're adding to the synthetic, a new synthetic, which actually reminds me, did I update the payment tab? Who knows? I'll have to double check that. But yeah, basically, they closed some positions, they opened new ones, and they already opened new ones, look, into next week. So interesting here, 718. So, that's, it's okay. We'll see what it looks like, and then we'll go from there. But actually, before I forget, I do have 395. I just need to make sure before I forget. 390, 370, 385, 390, 3. See, I didn't add it. Look at the number. Like I don't even know if I could trust this freaking formula anymore. The size of it. Look at this. 370, two 370s. A 380, 385, 390, another 385, another 390, and a 390. Oh my God. All right. Anyway, so we now have 5 synthetics. Yeah, 5 synthetics. Thanks, Scott. We have a 385. Let's scroll down. Small position here, just chilling. This one expires 8:15. It's doing all right, right? MSTR is sitting at 396. And we have yet another 385. This one expires on 9/19, just chilling. And then we have a 390. I don't even know what did they add to yesterday. Yesterday was what, 7.8. I'll have to go back to the trades. So they added to the 390, and then I think they added, they made a 395. Okay. So here, they added 2,200 contracts to the 390. It cost them about what, 2.4 mil to add to that position. And again, this 390 expires 9/19. Again, assuming we got the right one. 9/19. Yep. All right. And then we have another 390. If you guys care. This one expires 8/15. And then last but not least, we have a 395. So if we go here, we just want to make sure we got the numbers right. Buy call, okay, sell put, yep, 1,500 contracts, 395. Yep. All right, we did it right. That's good. But anyway, this one's at the money again, right? And expires 9/19. So 5 synthetic positions, which you'll see when we get to the holdings too. Okay, all right, let's get to the fun here. All right, so here we go. Yesterday was July 8th. So if we look MSTR, it actually went up. It went up 0.32%. So that's good. MSTY said, you know what? I'm going to go up a little more. And MSTY went up 0.58%. So again, so far, MSTR for the week went down 1.74%, and MSTY only went down 0.57%. So some good stats up in her. All right. If we look at the IV change, why didn't I have the IV from 7.7? I don't know. I didn't plug it in. Nah, not my bad. So yesterday the IV was 54.78, and today, yikes, what the hell? Back under 50. We're at 49.14%. So yeah, sorry guys, that's a suckety doodah right there. But anyway, let's see what kind of trades they did. Let's see what they closed up. So here's all the trades. Again, they sell covered calls that expire on a weekly basis. So far, again, when they open the position, they get the credit. So we're just going to see how much it costs if they close these out and if they made a profit. So here they had the 2,800 contracts. This was a 430 strike price. You can see on the top, MSTR, they closed at 396. So again, we don't know what time of day they closed this. Again, they had it from 9 to 4, right? To close this 9:30 to 4, to close this position. At what price? Who knows? But obviously it was under 430, well under 430, because they only paid 60 cents per share to close that position. The net between the two, obviously, profit, because we got a 340 credit when they opened the position. So if you look over here, wins versus loss, obviously it's a win. So they made 784,000 on that trade right there. So yeah. And then down here we go. 2,000 contracts, 430 strike price. This one they paid 78 cents. Obviously, again, different time of day. Both 430. One they paid 60. One they got 78 cents. So obviously 60 cents. Yeah, of course, better price. But this, again, MSTR could have gone up a little or whatever. So on this one, it cost 78 cents. But either way, way below that credit that we got. So this is a profit as well of 534,000. All right, now let's get more on the screen here. So here we have 977 contracts, which is not much. In fact, I had to break out this whatever because we didn't have that position. They didn't open a 977 contract position, but they closed part of another position, which they can, obviously. Pain in the ass for me, but I know you don't care. But here's the 430 strike. This one, great price, 58 cents. So this looks like the winner here. 58 cents to close the 430, and they made $339,000. Hey, show me the money, baby. Here's another 430. This one they paid 70 cents. Whatever, good profit. 788,000. Winner. This one is a big one, 5,000 contracts. They paid 49 cents to close a 440. 440 is obviously even higher than 430, so it's going to be cheaper. So that was 49 cents to close, and they made 1.5 million in profit on that trade. So you're wondering why MSTY is beating MSTR, 2 days in a row. That is why. Again, keep in mind they are, they're earning that premium. And if you look here, right, we got all new trades. This is all for yesterday. All what they opened. So they got 2,200 contracts, 1,500, 830, blah 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 blah, right? And then these are the three that they open for next week. Various strike prices. So it looks like a scatteredy freaking do fest for sure. And yeah, the holdings is going to be rather large for next week probably. All right, so anyway, let's take a look here. Outstanding shares, a gigantic increase of 5.4 million. Again, I'm talking kind of low because the baby is sleeping. Luckily, he wasn't at 3 a.m., but that's how it goes. But this is a 2.17% increase in the fund. I mean, are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Holy crap. So obviously, people are still buying into MSTY. Who are these people? Maybe it's you. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's some rich people that are finally finding out that want to buy it secretly. I don't know. We'll never know. Do we care? Probably not. Anyway, here's the recap. MSTY close price 2077. MSTR close price 396.94. 30-day IV a disgusting 49.14%. Yuckity doodah. Outstanding shares 258 million. Okay. Total net income. Unfortunately, it's still not in a profitable position. It's a loss of 2.5 mil. But if this week keeps going the way it is, then we could say cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. All right, moving on to the MSTR funds tab, where we compare some other funds to each other and see who wins. So who won yesterday? Oh, lots of scrolling. This file's getting big. All right, that's what she said. MSTR went up 0.32% yesterday. We talked about that. MSTY, yes, we know, 0.58, right? So that's good. Winter went down. Shocker. We know that's kind of how it works. It went down. It only went down 0.24%, so that's not bad, I guess. IMST, for whatever reason, went down 0.33%, which, again, not sure why. But either way, whatever. MS2 went up 0.58%. Again, yesterday was their ex-dividend date, right? So obviously I have to add back the distribution. But again, assuming that I got this correct, they went up 0.58%. So did MSTY. So who's the winner? MS2, because obviously there's more fractions within this, so it goes out further, and it looks like MS2 had the higher fraction further out. So congrats, MS2. Reaction. This shows you how prepared I am, but I don't really have a reaction. I have no reaction, if that's okay. All right. Does anyone have a reaction? Feel free to put your own reaction here. You guys can think of a reaction, but it's just the blah. Blah, 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 blah. Group D declares on July 30th. All right, so we looked at this before. Obviously, it's updated now, but the synthetic income, 168 mil. It's a good start. It's a really good start to this cycle. We don't have to talk about extrinsic income, but weekly income, 2.5 mil. So total net income between these two fields, synthetic and weeklies, that's 166 mil. That comes to about 64 cents per share so far. So if we look at the Rodimeter, we got various estimates. If we do our estimate based on the weeklies, obviously it's in the negative because we're not making a profit yet. If we do it on the total net income, it comes to about 64 cents per share, which would be a 30% yield. The IV payment, again, if you use the IV in replacement of the yield, the payment would be 79 cents. If we simply use the gains, the gains, what do you know about the gains? It would be 83 cents, which is a 35% yield. I don't think any of these numbers impress any of you. But yeah, it is what it is so far. But again, we got time. Time is on our side, as you know, with the song. All right, so here's the holdings. Look at this, man. Freaking 5 synthetics. Where's Scott? Scott, you online? Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm going to make you the keyword. I'm going to make you keyword. Come on, man. All right. So MSTR price, what's it sitting at? 396. Okay. Look at our lowest strike price, 400, 0.77% out of the money. Look at that. We're out of the money on everything. We're out of the money on everything. So that's pretty sweet. Again, the ones in black, these expire this week. So far, so good. Again, is MSTR going to stay where it's at? Who the hell knows? If it trades sideways, great. That's perfect because then we'll win every single trade. It'll cost chump change to close these out. But the odds of that happening, are slim to none. We don't know which way it's going to go. It could go up, it could go down, it can go all around. But it is what it is. We'll see. We'll let it be, and then we'll just track it from there. Obviously, like we said, the red font is for next week. Don't need to worry about that at the moment. But anyway, look at all this. Oh my goodness. So yeah, between all the synthetics, I'm not going to break down each and every one. But if you add them up, it's worth 57 cents per share on paper, as they say. The value of the fund is getting a little ridiculous. It's 5.3 billion, right? Just give me a fraction of that, all right? So then I can retire, and then I could do this all day. Then I can cover all the funds you want, all right? All right, just give me a bill, all right? Anyway, the NAV is 29.76. Trade price 20.77, so only a penny off, right? All good. Synthetic contract total, assuming I updated this formula, I believe I did. Let's check. Yep, 28,232. Yep. Oh, what the heck was the total? 134,715 synthetic contracts. This is how many they're trading, 116,231. So they're only trading 86%, which means the other 14%, they're not going to be capped. If assuming any of these get capped, they're not going to get capped, which is good. It's good. It kind of replaces, in a way, if you think about the credit call spread, right? Because if you got MSTR flying to the moon, we got 14%. It's capturing the full upside, and the other side, obviously, it's getting capped in various strike prices. It'd be interesting to see, like, if MSTR goes above, let's see, half. Let's just say half of these, right? And we could see how much would we capture. Time will tell, but MSTR really hasn't really done much. It goes up to 400, it comes back down. It goes up to 400, it comes back down. It's kind of what it does. So that's the update on MSTY. Here's the other competitor, IMST. Again, this is the download of their holdings. I don't really know what happened here, like why there's a gap, but I don't care enough to look at the website, to be honest. But the bottom line is, what do they have for calls this week? They got, the lowest is 400, just like MSTY. It's 0.77% out of the money. The highest is 410. So, so far so good. Again, I don't know why they went down yesterday. Maybe because they're missing a line in their holdings. I don't know. Again, who gives a crap, honestly? But their synthetics, they go to like 2,099. They're selling calls on what? 360. Yeah, they're selling call again. I don't even know if this is right, but it shows about 80%. And then their NAV is showing 51.75. Their trade price shows 16 cents less. Well, it's all messed up, man. But whatever. And then MS2. Did they even update anything? Doesn't look like it, but they have, again, they're just selling a call. Most of it's on a 412. That's 3.81% out of the money. So they're really in a good spot for this week. And again, they only sell covered calls on 50%. So, their distribution yield typically would be, you figure, a little less than MSTY. You figured half of MSTY, but again, who knows? We'll see as time goes on how these funds perform. All right, so that's it on MSTY. So now we're just going to jump to the other trades. We're going to see if TSLY had a trade and then go from there. Thank you for everyone that's in the live chat right now. Thank you for being here. We have 162 of you. And by the way, if you're one of those people that are listening, there is a live chat in case you did not know. So people can chat while this video obviously happens, or you could just watch and listen and say, okay, what the hell is this guy talking about? All right, so let's go to TSLY and see how you doing. All right, what did TSLY do? Buy to close. All right, 19 cents. You can see by what they're paying. Obviously, this looks pretty damn good. So it looks like they pretty much just closed out positions, and that's it. And they're selling calls. That's it. They didn't open new ones. So either they're just leaving them, uncappity-doodah, or maybe people actually sold out of the fund. But again, they would have closed the synthetic position if that was the case. So, we could check. Let's see. Let's check real quick. So if you look here, the synthetic, 36,408. That's the number of contracts on the synthetic. They're selling calls on 24,610. So yeah, they're just leaving it uncappity-doodah. They earned what they needed. It looks like that looks to be the case. So they're going to let Tesla do its thing and, go from there. I like it. I like it a lot. By the way, I forgot to show you MSTR pre-market, but it's barely moving. It's up 0.27% as we speak. And since we're covering TSLY right now, we can look at Tesla to see what Mr. Elon's up to. Tesla is up 0.59%. Okay, again, the market's just chilling. There's nothing going on. It's just a blah kind of day. And we like blah days as an options trader, right? Because as time goes on, we're earning our premium. We're making that bank, brah. All right, so yesterday, how did Tesla do? Tesla went up. Woohoo! Well, I would hope so after that tank of a day the day before, right? Tesla went up 1.3%. TSLY captured pretty much all of it. It went up 1.29. So that is a 99.17% capture. So, that's, you can't ask for more on that. All right. So let's check out their covered calls and see how you doing. All right. So let's see. Again, all of these, if you look at the QSIP column, it'll show the expiration date, 7-Eleven, your favorite convenience store, right? Some people actually drink their coffee, believe it or not. Not me. But yeah, I haven't had it in years, though. I'm sure it's no better. The lowest strike is 317.50, 6.61% out of the money. The highest strike is 327.50, 9.97% out of the money. So are these safe? Well, maybe. Again, something could come out, a robot Tesla, and it could go boom to the moon, or something could come out negative, Elon fighting Trump, and then it could drop, and then we'd be really, really safe. But we don't want to go down anymore, right? We just want to either trade flat, go up a little. That's kind of like where we stand here on TSLY. All right. So what about the synthetics? Again, yesterday we were kind of singing a little bit. Should we sing today? Probably not. Again, we got a synthetic 290. That's the biggest position. And it's doing rather well because Tesla's at 297. So yeah. We also have a 320 and a 335. They're in the struggle bus right now, but they're a smaller position. And since we're live and we're under the baby's room, we will not sing Gold Digger. But if you would like to sing it on your own, I could wait. Okay. I assume you're done singing, so we will resume. All right. So the value of the TSLY fund is $1 billion. The NAV is 775. Trade price 776. Penny off. Okay. Whee! All right. Synthetic. Wow. Penny? Assuming my math is mathing. Yeah. Penny. Wow. See, you didn't need to sing. I don't know if you guys sang, but you didn't need to because it's essentially flat. Just like the weeklies. Wow. Like I said, blah. It's just blah, 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 blah. All right. 30-day IV of Tesla is 59.7471%. IV estimate based on that, 36 cents. Income estimate, again, this is going to get refreshed with the new data. So far, they are not making a profit. So this is actually negative. I just didn't update it yet. Group A declares on, oh my God, today. Are you excited? Are you excited? They declare in 30 minutes. We will be here and we will give you the numbers. I don't know what they're going to pay. All right. I don't even know what I freaking guesstimated. Actually, I do. It's on right here. It was 44 cents. Is that right? Who knows? Who cares? Seriously, who gives a crap? Not me. Anyway, let's move on to Nvidia. How you doing? And Nvidia, it went up. Nice. It went up 1.1%. Nvidia captured 1. That's a 90% capture. So yeah. What's up? What are you gonna do? All right. So that's good. That's good. Covered call ETF, capturing most of it. We like it. All right. Now, if we look at Nvidia, we look at their covered calls. Again, blue, selling calls. Green, buy calls. All right. We don't really talk about the green, but these are just the insurance. All right. This is the butt buddies we talk about. They're just chilling. They're the backup if needed. In a blah market, which today is blah. That's the key word. Blah, 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 blah. It's fine, but we don't need it. We don't need it, but it's there if we need it. All right. So anyway, what's the lowest strike? 160. Oh my God. Nvidia closed at 160 on the freaking dot. We are at the money. We are at the money. So we are 0% out of the money. So if Nvidia stays where it is, sweet. Let it be. Let it be. All right. What are the other two? 1% and 3% out of the money. So again, we'll see how the rest of the week goes. The synthetics are just kicking almighty ass here. Again, the synthetic is 130 and 146. So they are very valuable. I mean, look at the buy call. The 130 is worth 171 mil. Imagine if that was your position. Imagine if you made that kind of bank, bro. What would you do? What would you buy with 171 mil? Imagine. Would you buy all Misty? Oh, man, that's crazy. That's good money there. Anyway, the value of the Nvidia fund is 1.7 bills. The NAV is almost $17. It's $16.99. But the closing trade price, 17.01, 2-cent difference. Synthetic on paper, yeah, baby, 243 per share. 243 per share. We don't even need it for the cycle. That's the beauty. Why? Look at the income estimate already, 91 cents. They declare next week. If they close any piece of this synthetic before next week, oh boy, Nvidia is going to be, you Nvidia nerds, oh man, you guys are going to be so happy. But even with 91 cents, you should be happy. Look at that yield, 16. Oh man, you're definitely getting over $1. I got $1. I got $1. I got $1. Hey. All right, the 30-day IV of Nvidia is 36%. IV estimate based on that, 47 cents. All right, they declare next week. All right, guys, are you excited? Are you? No? Okay, fine. Actually, did I even cover their trades? Good God. Slackety doodah for me. Did they have trades? No, I didn't have a trade. So see, I knew that. Anyway, up next is your boy, Coney. All right. Did they have trades? This time I'll look. Let's see. Where is she? C is before D, right? Yeah. All right. No Coney. There's no Coney. It would be right here. So coin went down yesterday. It went down 0.64%, and Coney went down 0.11%. So Coney beat coin. So that's how we do. That's how we do up in here. I don't know about you guys, but we beat the underlying. You know, I don't know what all this talk about. You know, we're slacking the underlying. Come on, Cletus. All right. So anyway, again, obviously they're selling calls in blue. Lowest strike 355, 0.05% out of the money, which is basically at the money. You know, just like in freaking Nvidia. The other ones are 2, 3, and 4% out of the money. So how you doing? We're doing all right. Again, it's close. It's tight. All right. Now, how's their synthetic doing? That's another story. They got a 330, doing good. They got a 360. Could be better. Because again, coin is at 354. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see how it goes. Again, we got time. It expires August? Yeah, August 15th. So stay tuned for that, Chico. All right. The value of the Coney fund is 1.3 bill. The NAV, 925. Trade price, right on the money. All right. Synthetic on the paper, 16 cents per share. 30-day IV of coin is 63%. IV estimate based on that is yuckity-doo, 46 cents. But the income estimate so far, it reflects 81 cents, which would be 113% yield. So if you're a Coney holder and you get paid over $1, that's still good. Again, they're not even $10. So, you know, don't even be looking for $1. All right. If you want $1, that yield is going to be, you know, insane in the membrane. All right. Anyway, they're part of Group C and they declare in 2 weeks. All right. So you got time. Time is on your side. All right. Up next, we cover you Simsy suckers. So Simsy suckers in the house, I assume. Where you at? Simsy suckers, you here? All right. I know people say, oh, you got to cover Hoy. You got to cover Hoy. I'm like, yeah, what are we dropping? What are we dropping, brah? All right. Here's Simsy buy call, sell put, sell call, buy call, buy call, sell put, sell call, buy call, buy call, sell put, sell call, buy call. Okay, we know the drill. They're adding to the synthetic. Yay. They're selling a call for this week. Okay. And yeah, $50 strike. All right. Barely out of the money. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right. How did oh my goodness. SMCI went up a lot. It went up a lot. In fact, it went up too much. It went up 4.07%. SimC with a Y captured 3.34%. That's not bad. Again, on a 4% update, it captured 82%. That's pretty good. We didn't beat the underlying, but it's a little tough to beat the underlying on a 4% update. All right, so let's check out the strikes and see what's going on here. Yeah, that's kind of why. That's of course we can't beat it if our strike is in the money. Our lowest strike is 49 bucks. It's 0.22% in the money. Our next two are 50 and 51. They are 1 and 3% out of the money, which is okay. But you know, we need SMCI to take a chill. Take a chill. In fact, let's see. Maybe it is taking a chill. We could check the pre-market. We've been slacking on checking the pre-market today. Shoot, there we go. That's what we're talking about. You know, SMCI is down 1.61%. It's at 48.32. Guess what? 48.32 is under our lowest strike price. So yeah, what's up? What's up? All right. Anyway, how's our synthetic doing? We got a 45. SMCI is at 49. So how do you think we're doing? We're doing fantastic. The value of the Simsy fund is 286 mil. The NAV is 1976 trade price. Penny off, who cares? Synthetic on paper is worth $1.82 per share, which again is pretty awesome. 30-day IV, 75%. IV estimate based on that, $1.15. Income estimates in the negative. So yeah, but they declare in 21 days because they're part of Group D. They literally just paid you Monday. So they're gonna, you know, they got time. Time is on their side, as you know. Up next is that's right. You guessed it, your boy Plady. So if you're part of the Plady posse, you got to let everyone know. All right. So here's Plady. Buy call, shell put, shell call, buy call, buy call, shell put, shell call, buy. What the hell? All right. So they're adding to their synthetic. Yay. And they're selling a call to this week. Yay. All right. Again, simple stuff. Nothing too exciting. How did Palantir do yesterday? It had a bad day. It went up 0.42%. Come on, Plady. Really? It only captured 0.37%. They should have captured all of that, but their calls might be tight. All right. 86% capture. I guess we'll give them a break. Fine. Whatever. Let's check out the calls though. All of them expire Friday. I was going to say tomorrow. Tomorrow is not Friday. This is why. Okay. Now I see the problem. We're in the money. We're in the money. We're in the money. And the money. So we have 3 strikes in the money, and we have 4 barely out of the money. So we need Palantir to take a chill pill. All right. Let's check the pre-market. I'm feeling red. What are you guys feeling? Right? Feeling a little red today? Oh, yeah. That's right. It's down 0.37%. So yeah, let it go down. Let it go down a little bit. All right. It's at 139.20. Our lowest strike is 137 though. But we'll see. We'll see how this week goes. How's their synthetic doing? Well, it's really just at the money. It's a 140. Palantir is at 139.71. So again, it's going to be close. In fact, the synthetic is worth 0.00. What's after that? Who knows? Plady fund is worth 671 mil. The NAV is 65.20. Trade price 65.34. Whoa, 14-cent gap. Damn. 30-day IV of Palantir is 66%. Wow. IV estimate is 334. But look at this, man. Look at this, brah. They declare next week. So we're going to have a fun one on Group B next week, by the way. Their income estimate is 1153. I mean, that's just a little ridiculous, don't you think? Just a little bit. And we saw Nvidia's pretty ridiculous, but this one is really ridiculous. Imagine if they paid out $11, that would be a 229% yield. They're not going to pay that. So don't think that. Just think like $5-6. All right. And then, you know, still that's still pretty good payment. But anyway, yes, they declare next week. So we'll talk about them at that point in time. All right. So it is 6:36 a.m. So we got about 20 minutes or so until the announcement. So until then, we will now move on and talk about options. Actually, I know you guys always ask about Hoy, so I'll do a little bonus time. We'll talk about Hoy. Here we go. All right, so let's highlight their synthetic. Is there any other fund you want me to look at before I get to my options? Speak now of all. Hold your peace. All right, so they have two synthetics. They got a 49 and they got an 80. All right, so if I scroll down here, we will have the addition of the synthetic, right? Which obviously is not going to be accurate, so we got to fix it. We got to put 11 and 12. So fix that. 11 and 12. Boom. All right, so synthetic on the paper is worth about 16.4 million. I mean, just ridiculous. Outstanding shares, 1.3 mil. Wow. Wow. Wowza. All right, are you ready? Are you ready? Dun, 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 dun. Income per share, $12.15. That's on paper, but that's still pretty damn ridiculous. Wow. All right. Anyway, someone said AMDY. Is AMDY doing well? Where the hell are they actually? Let's see. Oh, there they are, the same group. All right. Let's see. They got a 110 synthetic. All right. We'll highlight that for you. And they got here's the other part of it, 110. All right. So I don't think I covered AMDY yet. So let me copy what I took from Hoy. Do this. Hopefully everything lines up as it should. You get free sound effects too. How many down from the top though? Too many. I can't count that. So we'll just move it like down. Maybe down here. Nope. Yeah. All right. So this is the sum of the market value. So what is AMDY worth? It is worth 163 mil. Okay. Okay. AMDY price is $7.95. AMD price is $137. Synthetic on the paper. Add that up. There we go. 33 mil. That's nice. What's the put cost though to close? Nothing. Nice. 78 thou. Oh, you picked a good one. All right. Outstanding shares. Boom. Okay. Okay. AMDY, you got $1.61 on paper, son. Wow. $1.61. What's that yield? So if we take $1.61, multiply that times 13 payments, and divide that by AMDY price, that is, oh my goodness, that is a 200. Could you imagine? Could you imagine a 263.46% yield? I think that's pretty damn good. So you picked a good one, whoever said that. AMDY. Let me see if there's any other takers here before I get to my options. Where the hell did I leave off? I don't even know. Marrow. Oh wow, what a name. McDonald's. What's up, McDonald's? All right, so let's cover Marrow, and then I gotta get to my options. I don't want to cut it too close. All right, so Marrow, I don't think I covered them before, so I'll have to copy what we just did. There we go. What's up, Marrow? Yeah, Marrow. Yeah. All right, so obviously we got to update the sum. What is the value of the Marrow fund? Do we know? 81.5 mil. That's pretty good. All right, this is not updating. Why is that not updating? It's annoying. All right, so this is going to pick Maro. There you go, 2360, and then the underlying. You gotta type in. Why am I frozen here? There you go, Maro. No, Mara. Sorry, jeez. All right, so Maro is worth more than Mara. That's cool. All right, let's add up the synthetic real quick. I didn't highlight the synthetic. Ugh. All right, so it's on one page. Their synthetic is $15. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is going to be a good one, too. 12.1 mil. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Outstanding shares. Okay. Okay, Cletus. We can do that. Wow. Oh, my God. Wait, is this... Why is everything like freezing on me? Wow. Man, you guys are good. You do your stuff. You do your research. Good stuff, man. I like you guys. You guys can hang around anytime. All right. So, all right, let me get to my options trades because, you know, it's all about me. It's all about me and my options. All right. Yesterday, TSLL, quick update. They went up. Obviously, the day before they tanked it. The day before I opened 2 puts, I sold 2 puts. I made $13. I'm sorry. I made $18 and $16. The day after, yesterday, they tanked. Not tanked. Oh my God. They went up. I'm sorry. So these are much less valuable. So I decided I'm going to pay to close both of them. So I closed both of them, which means basically, you know, they're open for 1 day. They were essentially a 1 DTE. Why did I close both of them? Well, because one expires on the Friday and one expires all the way to next week. And the one that expired on Friday, I collected 72% of it in 1 day. So why the hell not? You don't know what's going to happen on those other days. So if I can collect 72% of the profit of the options premium and get out of the position, done. No brainer. And the other one, forget about it. It expired next week. So if I can collect 56% in 1 trading day for an option that expired into the next week, no freaking brainer. So in the end, again, that was a quick $22. Not 22. Yeah, quick $22 profit overall in 1 trading day. I know it obviously $22 not a lot, but you know, if you did this with many contracts, yeah, this crap will add up. Again, I'm not using a lot of contracts at a time because I need to, you know, be careful and save myself if needed. But anyway, yesterday, since TSLL was green, I sold a call. It was when it was at 10:54. I sold a call at 13, but I chose an expiration date of next week. $13 at the time was 23% out of the money. It's actually now 26% out of the money, so even better. The delta on that was what, 0.15, and it paid me $14, which is a 48% annualized yield. Again, pretty conservative, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna have to do a degen play today. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm slacking on the premiums, and not to mention Friday's out of the equation. I'm not gonna be around to be trading. I didn't even think about that until now. So yeah, today is the day, man. I'm gonna try to earn what I need to today. So since I sold a call, did I update these numbers? Let's see. I have 1, 2, yeah, I have 3 covered calls. So that's 300 that have covered calls. And since I own 700 shares, 400 are still uncovered. If we go to the pre-market, we are hoping that TSLL is green, right? We are hoping. It is. It's up 1.07%. So what I could do is I can sell a call. I could sell a long dated call. I could sell a call barely out of the money. I could sell a call in the money, you know, to collect the premium. Or I could just do more degenerate puts, further dated. And, you know, that I may do both. I don't know. But again, for the month or for this week so far, how much did TSLL pay me? Let's see. Go down here. This is for the week of 7/11. $36. Yeah, again, that's not a lot, but it is what it is. Yesterday, I didn't do a trade on TNA. busy, super busy day at work. Busy day overall, let's just say that. All right, so far for the week, how much did I make and how much do I need? I only made $68. Yikes. So if I do this, I still need $320. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to make some trades today. I'm going to try to make that today, if not today and tomorrow. Whether it's between degenerate plays or not, well, we shall see. We shall see. All right. So let me catch up on some comments. As we wait until 6:55, we can just chill and hang out. All right. I'm going to scroll back. So someone's, yeah, so obviously Marrow. I thought I saw a question in here somewhere. All right. Let's see. It's just a bunch of chit chat. Oh, here's a question. Does TSYY post the intraday trades? I don't know. Good question. You can look if you want. I don't think so. All right. So let's pull them up here. All right. So here's TSYY. Here's our website, fact sheet, prospectus, bunch of distributions. Let's check out their distributions. So they, yeah, started with 74, 254, one. Yeah, it varies. Lately, it's at the 20 cent range. Man, they started out hot and heavy, and then it went pew. All right. I'm gonna interview Granite Shares soon, guys. By the way, not sure if that is of interest, but let me know. So here's their holdings, and here's more documents. Yeah, I don't see the intraday trades, but that is a question we can ask them. Like, can you post it? But I'm not tracking it, even if they do post it. So I don't know if you guys are gonna be. All right, so no Rod. Sorry. Yes, there's another Rod. All right, so Wolf would be happy with a $4 payment. For who? Plady? Randy Stewart has a question. Does the fund manager of these YieldMax funds have to have a certain amount of their wealth invest? No, come on, man. If not, I think they should have to be vested in the fund. No, come on. What is that? Do they invest in their own fund? I mean, maybe, right? Obviously, they're the ones doing it, but assuming, they are comfortable with the risk, then yeah, I guess they would. But to say that they would have to, maybe it makes sense to say like the CEO or the CIO or the president, they should have to, not the fund managers. Again, they go in, they do their job, they do what they're told. That's it. All right, let's keep going. Brother says Scott does a great job. All right, there you go. TSMY. Does that mean you want me to cover it? TSMY. Where are they? No, they don't have there's no bank there, brah. So I don't know if you were even talking about me to cover it, but there's nothing there on the synthetic to make it any fun. All right, what do we got? Wolf did 2 TSLL puts One bought a close for $18 profit in 1 day. The second, I only had enough cash to write an option. Okay. Yeah, TSLY is fun. Come on, Mig's room. You haven't done any options trading at all. It's time. As you learn, cover it on your channel, right? Do an option series. All right, video question. Let's see. This may take some analysis. All right, I quit. And may not be your passion, Rod, but has anyone done any analysis of the total yield of all YieldMax funds? What do you mean total yield? I do house money. That's basically total yield. I'm not sure what you're getting at. You talking about the past 12 payments, or let me know. All right. Oh, you were just waiting on it. Yeah. Oh, that makes sense. TSYY went from monthly to weekly. Thank you, Rod, saving me, Rod. All right, let's see. Ulti is my jam. Mother TV. I love that name, Mother TV. I have to find out if that's a YouTube channel. Mother TV. I think this is it, right? Is this your YouTube channel? This is you, right? Mother TV. All right. Where'd it go? Where'd you go, Mother TV? There you are. Yeah, it's Mother TV. You don't look like a mother, and it's not in English, so I won't understand it. But it's how to get ripped abs, so I'm all about that. Are you allowed to go live from the closing? Yes. Well, no, probably not during the closing bell, but during the day, I will be going live as much as I can. I have some interviews scheduled with some people. I'd like to go live and just, like a random live, kind of like what I did last time, to show you the various content creators. I think that would be cool. Assuming they're okay with that, right? Some may be grumpy people. I don't know. We don't know what we're getting ourselves into, but we shall see. Okay, let's keep going. Question: if you was a gambling man, how many more years do you think MSTY will last before it stops? Why would it stop? I would not hope it's going to stop. The only problem is if MSTR volatility just really shrinks into like the low 20s and teens, okay, then yeah, I get it. But even then, man, I don't know. It's still Bitcoin, and it's hard to imagine the IV. To me, I feel like this is the lowest IV. But again, if Bitcoin supply ever actually dwindles out and you have to actually buy and sell from each other, I don't know. I hope never. I hope it lasts forever. But I don't plan on selling my MSTY anytime soon. All right, so what else we got here? All right. All right, so I think it's updated. Let me refresh. Okay. Are they out? You guys are saying numbers. I don't have an email. All right. So for those of you that are just joining, Google YieldMax announcement. Shouldn't have to do that. Let me search. Let me refresh again. No email. There you go. All right. So, okay, here are the numbers. All right. Do I have it on my phone too? I got to plug it in. What is it? Globalnewswire.com. Yeah. All right. So anyway, this is not working. TSLY, 38 cents, 0.3873. That looks to be lower than my guesstimate. Let's go to file. Here we go. So we got 0.3873. That's a 64% yield. That's still pretty good. Let's go to OARC. Where is OARC? OARC is paying 34 cents, 0.3439. So we will copy that. Go over here. All right. So OARC is paying a 50% yield. Okay. Let's go to GUI, see what they're doing. GUI is paying 30 cents, 0.3077. All right, we go here. All right, I had it higher, pretty much higher actually. I had it, but anyway, 30 cents is a 33% yield. Up next is Zomo. If we look at Zomo, it's down here, 36 cents. Copy that sucker. Go over here. Wow, they paid more than I thought. That would be a 36% yield. Not too bad for Zomo. YBit. Let's see how YBit's doing. If they do anything. Let's see. There we go. 38 cents for YBit. 0.3812. Where are we? Right there. Okay. All right. So YBit's 38 cents would be a 46% yield. Up next is your boy Snoy. Again, this one is impossible to guess, but this one, it looks to be a letdown. 47 cents. I thought it would be more, but 47 cents is a 35% yield. TSMY. TSMY. 63 cents. All right. Doesn't look too bad, right? 63 cents. We thought it would be higher, but it's all right. 63 cents for TSMY is a 50% yield. The long-awaited Berk C, what are they going to pay? There they are. Ooh, look at that. 50 cent. 50 cent in the house. It's your boy 50 Cent. We thought they'd pay more just because of the first one, but they don't give a damn. Wow, 50 cents, 13% yield. Again, this is not what you're typically used to, but think about it. It's a Berkshire Hathaway fund. Nice. It rounds out YieldMax or YMax once they get added. But now that they paid their first distribution, the next cycle on YMax will will add Berk C. So that's good. All right, let's cover crash now. The inverse of TSLY, 21 cents. Do we like? Let's see. Kind of what's expected. 21 cents for them would be a 56% yield. Up next, some smelly ass feet. 144. Let's see how you doing. 144. It's more than what we thought. And that's a 51% yield. Up next, your boy 5E. 5E is $1.02. Again, 5E should be less than feet because it's the hybrid, right? It owns the underlying. All right, so we'll plug that in. All right, so $1.02. I don't know what I had. Obviously, it's not updating, but it doesn't matter. $1.02 is a 33% yield. All right, then we'll do the weeklies, then we'll call it a day because I got to go to work. All right, up next is YieldMax again. So I'm going to add YieldMax to the week 10 because that's the fourth payment within that little bunch of payments, and then we can actually calculate what the actual yield was for those 4 payments. All right, so let's see. So YieldMax is 13 cents. So we'll add that to the equation. We'll go like this, add plus. There you go, right? So YieldMax for the last 4 weeks has paid 58 cents, and that comes to an annualized yield of 71%. Not bad. I mean, that's pretty freaking good, actually. All right, let's do the YMAG now. YMAG is right here, 12 cents. All right, so we'll add 12 cents to the mix here. Okay, so for the last 4 weeks, YMAG has paid 50 cents. Oh, damn, that's almost an 80% yield. Wow, that's pretty damn good. All right, who's next? LFGY. We love this one too. LFGY, where are you? 48 cents. Again, these are all weekly payers. I'm sure you guys know that, but I'm just reminding anyone who doesn't. So what they pay? 48 cents. That's an increase from the last payment. So the total that they paid within the last 4 weeks is $1.90, and that comes to a 62% yield. GPTY is next. Let's see what they paid. They paid 29 cents. And let's add that here. That's a decrease from the last payment, but not by much. They paid $1.25 over the past 4 weeks, and that comes to a 32% yield on an annualized basis. SDTY is next. They paid 13 cents. And 13 cents is a decrease from the last payment. Those 4 weeks paid 64 cents, which is a 28% yield for them. Up next is QDTY. If we go over here, they paid 19 cents. 19 cents is an increase from their last payment, and that makes their 4-week total 70 cents, which is a 33% yield. Up next is RDTY, the Russell version of the 0 DTE funds. RDTY paid 30 cents. We've got to highlight that sucker and add it to this, 30 cents. Nice increase from the last one. So last 4 weeks for RDTY paid $1.07, and that is a 34% yield. The long-awaited Ulti, did they pay 8 cents or 9 cents? That is the question. Oh, they paid 9 cents. Good job, Ulti. Ulti paid 9 cents. We got to love it, man. We got to love it. Where is it? So 9 cents, of course, that's in line with the last payment. And the total for their 4 weeks is 37 cents. 37 cents for every 4 weeks would be a 79% yield for Ulti. Again, they kind of been paying around 80%, and that's amazing. Chippity Doodah, how you doing? Where the hell are you, Chippity Doodah? Am I going blind? Maybe it's up. Duh. All right, sorry. 34 cents for Chippity Doodah. How you doing, Chippity? All right, let's add that to here. That is a decrease from their last payment. So for the last 4 weeks, Chippity Doodah is at $1.55, and that is a 36% yield. All right, so that's it. That's the update on all the payments. That's the announcement. So now we can look at the house money real quick. House money should now be updated, assuming the distributions are pulling. Yep. Okay, good. All right. So YieldMax, I'm just going to check YieldMax and YMAG. They're at 61% and 54%. Ulti's at 65. All right. So Ulti's probably going to beat them at this point. And then we look at Group A. TSLY is now at 85%, ORC 69, YBIT 56, and SNOI 59. All right. So that's all I got for today. As always, guys, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, and this video is for fun and entertainment. So hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you're entertained. If not, come back tomorrow and we will try our best. If you guys enjoy this content, please hit the like button. If you have any questions or concerns, leave them down below. Outside of that, I got nothing else. But if you want to give me a keyword, for those of you that are still live, there's still 259 of you. So if you would like to give me a keyword, you know, we'll say the keyword and then we'll move on. But for those of you that are new to the channel, if you made it this far in the video and you would like to prove it to myself and others, you have to type the keyword, all right, in the comments down below. Keyword today is, I'm seeing light. Is light, what you mean the payments light? You wanted more? You guys aren't happy? I don't know. What do we got here? What do we got for the keyword, guys? Paying, dividend. We got nothing, man. We got nothing. Light, still light. I mean, that's all we got. Whatever. All right, I'm gonna go with it. So today's keyword is light. Again, I'm assuming this is in reference to the payments being made, but I have not been following the chat. But anyway, if you made this far in the video and you want to prove it, you have to type in the word light. All right, take that for what it is. Maybe it's Bud Light, maybe it's Miller Light, maybe it's Payment Light, maybe it's we're light, right? We're so skinny, we're light. Or maybe it's, who the hell cares? All right, I'm done. I'm out of here. I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you for being here, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Peace.